It's time to turn your life-challenging moments into life-changing messages. Welcome to the Power Lift Stories podcast, where we are interviewing women whose stories will leave you lifted up, fired up, and fueled up with hope, courage, and inspiration. We want to thank our sponsor, Powerful Journey, who helps women tell their stories, write their books, and building a profitable brand around both. Join the masterclass or the Speakers Academy at phyllisjenkins.com. That is PHYLLISJENKINS.com. Now here's your host, Phyllis Jenkins.
Welcome to yet another celebration. Today we are celebrating author Fran Richardson. Yay, Fran! And so, Fran, we are so excited that you are a part of the Telling Our Stories anthology. And Fran has friends, family, and her team here today to cheer her on. So we are going to begin with our cheers and our words of encouragement to Fran. And I am going to call you in the order in which I see you. Jackie, Kelly, I'll start with you, and then I'll move over to Angela, and then from there, Doris. So Jackie, if you would give your shout out.
Yes. Fran, I just wanted to congratulate you in taking on this. Since I'm one of you guys, I understand that sometimes we kind of hinder our own self, but you have pushed through so many different things, and I am just very encouraged by the fact that you have some issues with your eyes, but that's not stopping you. And I just want to congratulate you for just stepping out in the Lord and trusting Him to do what you do. In the name of Jesus.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. Angela.
Yes, my name is Angela, and I am Aunt Frances. She's my aunt, and I just want to say I am very proud of you, Aunt Frances. You are an inspiration, and you have even gone so far as to always encourage me. Whenever we have a conversation, you're always encouraging me to do more and to follow my dreams and goals. And I really love you, and I'm very proud of you.
Yay, Fran. Doris, if you would unmute, and after Doris, Kalila.
Fran, I tell you what, I've known you for a few years, and you have always made me feel like I can go further, because you step out and you do things and you move in such a way that I can't claim senior. Okay, I really can't, because you just keep it moving. You just keep doing things, and even with some of the challenges that you have made me know that I can overcome mine. So I really appreciate that in you, and I know that your story is going to help somebody. So congratulations on being an author, and congratulations on just being a child of God.
Beautiful, Doris. Kalila, and after Kalila, we will have Beth.
Good afternoon. I am Kalila.
You hit your mute button. You're on mute.
I am Frances's niece. And I'm in Houston. So Aunt Frances has always encouraged me kind of from afar. Since I've had my boys, I don't get an opportunity to travel that much, but she's always encouraged me and just kind of helped to make me resilient and persevere in a lot of things. For instance, she has helped me, encouraged me through my going to school late. I didn't go back to school until I was like 36 years old, and it took a whole 6 years. And Aunt Frances was there to kind of help pull me through it and encourage me through it. And so I'm excited to see and read about her life and her story, and see how her story is going to impact the rest of us women. So, Aunt Frances, congratulations! I'm very proud of you. It takes courage to be able to do this, and I can't wait to see how many lives you actually change.
Wow, that's great. That's great, because many lives will be changed indeed. All right, we will move down to Elaine, and after Elaine, Ms. Ann Brown.
Hi, I'm Elaine, and Fran and I are in a coffee group together that meets every other Monday. And Fran, I'm so excited that you are celebrating this accomplishment of being an author. And like, she's already done Miss Senior Dallas, and now she's on to writing a book. It's like there's always another goal. You're always reaching toward another goal. And you always want to glorify God in the goals that you set for yourself. And that inspires me and blesses me. And our birthdays are one day apart. So happy birthday, just a few days ago. And I just pray that you enjoy this celebration and that many people will read your book and be inspired by your story and that of others that you've collaborated with. And so, yay, so excited for
you. That's wonderful, wonderful. Anne, would you unmute, please?
Can you hear me?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, thank you, Fran. I am just in so much, just in awe of you. You are just such a blessing, and I can't believe we've known each other for as long as we have. And every time I talk to you, I just feel so lifted. I can't wait to see what your next chapter will be. You're such a wonderful person, and I congratulate you on your book. And I just thank you for being a little part of my life and being able to know you. And I can't wait to read your book. That's it. Thank you.
Great, great. Thank you. Marion, are you able to speak? I think you're unmuted. Okay, well, we will.
I'm sorry. This is a little bit new to me, and I should have started earlier, but if you can hear me, I'd love to say something.
We can hear you. Who are you?
My name is Marion Bradford, and I met Fran and her husband and family over 20 years ago when we moved here to Dallas, Texas. We attended the same church, and she and I just hit it off instantly. We were part of the women's ministry, and we were coordinators of a girls' mentoring program. And the friendship started blossoming from there, and it continues today. I am elated. I'm overjoyed. My heart is glad because I love Fran, and no matter what she comes up against, she's like a phoenix. She always rises from the ashes. And I'm so grateful to know her and to be a part of her new book. I can hardly wait because she's actually inspired me to do some of the things that I want to do. I love you, Fran. I love you.
Maria, yes.
Oh, so precious, so precious. And Beth, if I miss anybody, let me know, because what's happening, your pictures are moving around on the screen. I don't want to miss anybody.
Okay.
Beth, you're muted. You're muted.
Okay, sorry, on my phone. Hey, Fran.
Hey,
So good
Beth.
Congratulations, first off. I know I haven't known you that long, but I'm excited to be a part of this project with you. And just for the short time I've known you, I've seen how inspirational you are, despite any challenges that you've had. And I'm just excited to see all the additional stories that you're going to share with us and share with the world. And I know God's going to use you greatly.
Thank you. Thank
God
you.
bless.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, Fran, we are all cheering you on. And let's just take this interview a little deeper now. And I just want to say that I have known Fran for many, many years. Fran, I don't know if you remember, you were actually one of two people that started a little over 11 years ago with me when I did a pilot program with the Powerful Journey. I was just starting out, and I had Fran and Jan Hopkins who were in my class, and I was so very proud of them. And here we are almost 12 years later, and seeing what God is doing through her. Fran and I also met actually at church, at New Mount Zion Church, and have kept our relationship over the years, as well as our husbands have. Fran is married to Minister David, and they have 3 children, 1 set of twins included in that. Fran loves the Lord, and I don't think Fran has ever met a challenge. When I think of Fran, I think of 3 words: faith walking Fran. And just that, when you meet her, you will see that she walks by faith, and that's what God has called all of us to do. So, Fran, I am so excited to have you a part of the Telling Our Stories anthology. And would you just share with our podcast listeners, what is the title of your story in the book, and tell why you wrote the story? What's your why behind your story?
My title of my story is Stepping Out on Faith. And as a child, I wore glasses, and I looked around in my family. My dad and I were the only ones that wore glasses. And I said, okay, I must be the love child of my parents. But as I grew older, I started having problems with my eyes, as my dad did as well, with glaucoma. And back in the day when my dad had it, there was no cure or nothing to help. And even with at the time, it still wasn't enough back 20 years ago for them to really help me. I am blind almost completely in one eye, and the other I have very, very blurred vision. I just stepped out on faith here in July, and a lot of you know, and did the Miss Texas Senior Pageant. Okay, yeah. I can't see. I'm blind, and I'm considered legally blind. No glasses will help me. I only use the magnifying glass to do what, close-up things or whatever. I do the listening books because I love to read, and I had tons of books that I had saved that when I retire, I'm reading. I could not read any of them. Only, magnify the title, but I do that. And I tell everybody that you're going to have challenges in your life. You just have to stand strong with God and walk on, because He's got your back, your sides, your front. He has you, and He will take you through it. It may take some time. I don't drive anymore. I do my physical things at home, housekeeping and all that. Try to do as much as I can to keep my husband from trying to do it all. But God has really blessed me. And I just wanted to tell that story to other women and tell them, you're going to have, it may not be the same thing that I'm having, the physical eye problem, but you're going to have challenges in your life. But just pray to God, and He's going to take you through. He's not going to be immediately, no. It's going to be in time. But it will be so that you will realize, hey, what am I worried about? I've got God. And every morning I get up and thank Him, just for even waking up in the morning, being able to talk to Him. But I encourage all of you, if you have problems or stumbling blocks in your way, pray to God. and have faith, step out on it, and it will help you. It will. And I can say that, you know, a lot of people say, well, who puts your makeup on? I do. I've trained my grandson is a makeup artist, and he has trained me and shown me how to do that, you know, with the blindness in the one eye, and I can do a good job. And I said, well,
you do
you
a
did that?
great job. You're always beautiful.
But God has really blessed me. My husband is always there behind me and wants to do. And I said, no, I can do it. I said, when you see me, he thinks he has to step in. I said, I'll call you when I need you. But God has been so good. And my book, Stepping Out on Faith, is for every woman to know that you may not have the blindness, but there are other things that you may be in your footsteps that you think you can't accomplish. But just pray to God. You can make it. It won't be right away, but it will happen. It will happen. And I just encourage every woman, everyone.
That's why I call you Faith Walking Fran, because you indeed are that. Yeah. So Fran, let me just ask this. I'm going to set the stage here. You actually have stood on stage and you just shared your faith walking story, stepping out in faith. And the audience was full of women. As far as you could see, there were nothing but rows and rows and rows of women. And as you shared your story, many of them were wiping tears. Many of them were leaning in. Many of them were relating to your story in some form or fashion. But now you've said your last words. They stood there to their feet. They gave you a standing ovation, but now they have turned to walk away, to go back to their vehicles and their homes, and the curtains closed. You turn to walk to your vehicle. What's the one main thing that you hope that every woman walked away with?
That God gives you the faith to step out and do whatever you attempt to do, and you will come out victorious if you do that. Just lean on God, because that's what it's there for you to lean on. And he sees you and he knows it may not happen right away, but he sees and knows everything that we do or say, and you will come out victorious. Just remember that. Just step out on faith and it will happen.
Wonderful. And one last question. I would like for you to share your powerful journey anthology experience with those who are listening.
Guys, awesome. Met a lot of beautiful ladies. Only one I knew really other than Phyllis was Doris. And like I said, we all go to the same church, but all the other ladies that I've met have been fantastic. They stepped in when they saw that I was doing something I couldn't do, and they would help me. And, you know, like I say, that's faith, you know, because somebody's going to be there to assist you to do. But just remember that, have the faith. God has your back, and he will always bring you out victorious. That's
beautiful. Beautifully said. And just let me say to our Power Live community that we are launching this book on November 20th, 2021, and you get to come and experience a big launch party with us. We are super excited about that. Everybody on here is invited as well. We have several of our authors that have joined us today. They will be here. You will be able to purchase the book that day on a discount that day. So we are really excited about it. And for anyone that's listening today that would like to share your story, I am now taking names for our volume 2. This is volume 1. We have volume 2 that will kick off in December, Telling Our Stories Anthology, which is an anthology of faith. So you can join us and tell your story in volume 2. But right now we are super excited about what God is doing in volume 1. I want to thank everybody for coming today. We look forward to seeing you on November 20th at our big lunch party. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to this YouTube channel. Be sure to comment when we go live so that Fran can read your words of encouragement, and like the podcast as well. So until next time, thank you all for being here, and go and tell your story. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us today. If you are interested in being on the show, go to phyllisjenkins.com. You can also sign up for the Powerful Journey Masterclass or the Speakers Academy at phyllisjenkins.com.